Do these vlogging type things, but I figured this was a little different event and it's worth it. Down here in Rockport, Texas, right kind of on, we're probably about a mile and a half from the bay, maybe 7 miles from the shoreline where Hurricane Harvey came ashore, helping to do some cleanup around down here. And I figured just to show what's going on, take a walk through the house that's next door to where I'm staying right now. So the house behind me no one was actually living in it, so that's a good thing, but it was being remodeled, so it was halfway through. So some of the stuff you'll see wasn't exactly blamed on the storm, but the city came by earlier today and they let me flip the camera around here if I can do that. Okay, I can't do that, so it's going to be mirrored in the video, but anyway, basically said it's more or less condemned. But you can see the window in the front of the house actually ended up out in the front yard. And you can see the roof. The roof basically got peeled off. You can see parts of the steel roof hanging over the sides. We've been spending all day cutting down all these trees that blew down in the storm, but take a look inside here. We'll climb inside the building. Alright, so we're inside now. Alright, some of the stuff here was torn out for the remodel, so that wasn't the storm, but this, you can see back in here, this is all bashed in. The floor's kind of uneven, that window is blown out. See if we can make our way around back through here. All a newer stove, new cabinetry that was supposed to go in the kitchen, but that's all pretty much ruined now. Wall paneling down in the bathroom. You can see through the roof from there. Rear door blown right off its hinges. This was on the side of the house that was upwind. I'll show you in a second a little bit of what happened. So a lot of the houses down here are up on pylons to keep them up above because we're so close to sea level. So if there's any storms or whatever, you want to be able to keep the house dry. But over here is one of these pilings. The house was sitting up on that, so we'll go back a little bit further. And you can see that the whole house down in here was up and tipped over that way. You can see some more of it over here. You can see the roof line peeled up, but more of these pilings. The house used to be sitting on that, and now it's about 3 foot further that way. More trees that are down. This is just one property here. There's another good example of the piling. It's just been tipped over. Then over here, I just broke some glass, plate glass everywhere. So here's a shed. You can see the brick foundations that this thing used to be sitting on, and the whole thing just blew over, rotated that way. It's a little different shot of it laying on its side. Get a little bit higher so you can see the whole steel roof, at least on this side, is just peeled right off. So that's just a little example of the trouble that's going on down here, and it's pretty much the same story all the way up and down the street. The neighbors have got a mobile home or trailer home next to us, and it's all covered with tarps and lawn bags and things like that to try to keep the weather out. Fortunately, the weather's pretty good right now, so they'll be at least dry for a couple days. But yep, just because Florida's getting beaten up doesn't mean there aren't people down here in Texas that still need help too. So it's going to be a long cleanup. So maybe I'll update later on. Bye.